assess the season here and missing out on the Axe?
You know what? We did our best. We battled. You can't ask for anything more. We just went out there, played our hardest for our seniors, and the outcome's the outcome. A few mistakes, a few things that hurt us, but I mean, I'm not going to say I'm disappointed. I think that we did a great job this year. We battled hard against every team. So yeah, I mean, disappointment. No, I'm looking forward to next year.
What did it mean to you to have Coach Kill back on the sidelines for today's game?
It was great. He was at the hotel last night. I thought I heard his voice, and I turned around. And it was him. He's got his nice beard grow now. But no, it was great to have him there. He brings a great energy to us and pumps us up for sure.
What was that speech like that he gave last night at the team dinner?
I'm going to be honest with you. I was in the restroom, so I actually wasn't in there. So I don't know.
But how much did it add to this game?
Oh, right. I mean, since Jerry's been here, we weren't able to win the Axe, so today that was our goal, to get it for Jerry. Unfortunately, we couldn't do that, but I'm sure he's proud of the way we played, as we have all year.
When you guys were making that comeback in the fourth quarter, that's one thing you guys were able to do, even in your losses all year, is fight to the end. Mm-hmm. I mean, what goes through the offense's mind at that point?
Don't look at the scoreboard. That's it. Just keep playing.
Does Wisconsin's defense kind of live up to its billing a little bit? I mean, #1 scoring defense in the country this year.
I don't know. I mean, I think we played pretty well against them. We missed some things, fumbled a couple times. The way we were able to drive was good. I didn't see any reason why we couldn't keep scoring. So.
Work in the program when you get called on in a game like this. I mean, what's that feel like for you?
I'm just going out there and I do what I practice. It was a big game because it was obviously for the Axe and senior night, last game for the seniors in the stadium, and we played hard. We wanted to get a win. It's unfortunate we didn't. And we're going to move on, learn from it, and keep playing hard starting this off season.
What do you think they were able to do to run the ball so well in the first half?
That's tough until we go back and watch the film. I really got to watch the film to see what they did in the first half to know where they were hitting us and where they weren't.
When you got in there, that kind of just how pumped up you were. Did you kind of look at it like try to not only make some plays but spark the defense a little bit?
Yeah, it was almost to the point where we wanted to, we needed 3 and outs and we wanted turnovers, and I was really playing aggressive because I wanted to try and go punch that ball out or make a play in the backfield, get them at 3rd and long, get off the field quick. So I think I maybe played more aggressive than I have in practice and stuff, and I think that did help me.
How do you sum up what the season was like for the defense? It obviously has to be frustrating. It seemed every time you guys try to establish any type of consistency, you guys are hit by the injury bug all year long.
Yeah, I will say we played hard all year long, and guys that were under people who got injured stepped up and they played hard and they were ready to play, and that that says a lot about those guys and their preparation. Even if they aren't starting, they prepared like they were starting. And we're up and down at times on defense, and we got to get that corrected for next year. But I'm proud of how everybody played their hearts out every game till the end. I think that says something about our defense, and we got to learn from our mistakes and pick that up for next year.
How do you guys view the outside chance of going to a bowl game at 5-7?
I've heard some stuff about that. I'm not sure. It'd be unbelievable to play another game and get another game for these seniors. And if it does happen, great. If it doesn't, we move on and we start the off season right away and we start preparing.
Any more questions for Nick?
What do you believe was key in the second half to limiting Wisconsin on offense?
I think we just kind of got used to the run game they were bringing at us. They started running very similar plays in the second half and the first half, and we were able to get downhill on those plays and kind of stop them in the backfield. I think we were physical up front in the second half, and I think that helped us shut them down. Also, they got up, and so they were running the ball, which allowed us to play really downhill. We weren't too worried about them passing, and I'm not sure if they ever did on first and second down. So we were able to play downhill in the second half. But, in the first half, we got to, stop the run better than we did.
And losing the Axe, how do you kind of assess the season overall?
I'd probably have to say, we set goals and expectations at the beginning of the season, and based off what happened last year, we really had high goals and expectations, and we didn't meet those goals. And I mean that it's it's tough. It's tough on the team. It's tough on everybody. But just gotta be happy that you got an opportunity to play with this senior class. You got a lot of great players in this class, and it was just it was a fun ride. Things didn't end up the way they wanted it to, but we still had a lot of fun and enjoyed each other.
Mitch, how do you assess the offense tonight against a really tough defense?
Yeah, I mean they were a tough defense, and it was tough. At times to get moving the football, and they definitely capitalized on turnovers, and so basically, I mean it was just tough. It was just tough, but I think throughout the game, the way the guys battled. Never thought at any point in the time we were out of the fight, and so I was just proud of the offense as a whole, just the way they battled throughout the entire game.
Regardless of the result, what did it mean to you to have Coach Kill back on the sidelines with you?
I mean, yeah, definitely a great feeling. I love Coach Kill to death, and it was at times you're in the middle of the game and you look over and you just see him standing there, and it just brings you back to old times. And see him in the locker room after the game, everything just felt like how it was before, but it's the way it is. But it was awesome to see him out there tonight.
Mitch, how do you view the outside chance of getting to a bowl game?
What does that mean exactly?
Meaning you guys are 5-7 and bowl eligibility is at 6, and there's not enough 6-win teams. So
Right now, there's not enough.
Okay. I mean, well, that'd be a great opportunity for us. I mean, I think we'd be probably a good candidate based off the schedule we've had this season and how well we played against some really good teams.
Hey, Mitch, on the fumble, Schobert, he's got like 5 forced fumbles this year. Is it kind of a hat tip to him the way he played that, or can you go through that?
Yeah, I mean, it was. I had the ball up high and tight, like your coach to do. I just end up when I was going down, I got a little away from my arm, and he was able to rip it out. So I mean, it was a good play by him.
Can you talk about the pressure they were able to bring, particularly the first 3 quarters?
Just the pressure.
Yeah, the pressure. Yeah, you just didn't have much time to throw.
Yeah, I mean, we knew all week that it was going to be like that. It's tough to tell exactly where they're coming from all the time, and you just got to be locked into your protection calls and things like that. And I thought, overall, the way that we were protecting things was the right idea of things, but at times, it just a guy slipped through here and there and be able to get in my face and cause me to make a throw maybe faster than I'd wanted to or inaccurate. So they did do a good job with getting pressure on me.
Mitch, I know you haven't had any time to really think about next year, but just you said goodbye to a lot of seniors today. Do you have any way of just quickly putting into words what you think you guys are capable of next year?
I mean, it's all a mindset at this point. I think with how much talent we have on this team, the sky is really the limit for us next year. But it's just a matter of, how hard our guys gonna push each other in the off season at this point, because you really don't know, because you got some young guys that you really haven't. You went through summer with them, but you didn't know they were going to play as freshmen, and now you got some guys that are good in those lower classmen that you just got to see how they work and how they push each other, and it's a big thing comes from the leadership position that I'm in, and some other guys that'll have to step up this next year as well, and with the rest of the senior class that will be upcoming here. So it's just it'll be interesting to see how things get rolling and how much fight we really have as a team.
More questions for Mitch?
How do you believe the offense did as far as the mix of passing and running today?
Yeah, I mean, you look at things and it's just, you can't get things going sometimes in the run game, and you got to go to the pass game, and receivers did a good job of getting open downfield and that sort of thing. And I thought the pass plays that we call were, a lot of them were successful. But, I mean, not being able to run the ball at times, and then, sometimes getting caught in some in some third down and longer calls because we weren't able to, get some push in those, first, second down run plays. I felt like, made it a little bit more difficult for us on third down.
They managed to run the ball so well in the first half.
I just saw, from my perspective, guys are just missing some tackles, and I really don't know. That's something that you got to judge the film off of. So I got to watch the film to see exactly why they were breaking so much. But from my perspective, all I saw was a couple of missed tackles.
Brian, your interception, was that a route you had seen on film or a play you had studied beforehand?
Yeah, last year I knew they were really successful in the bubble with me in particular. So I knew that that was going to be something I was going to see. I didn't expect it to see the first play, but I was bubble reading it. So if they ran a bubble, I could trigger. And I just baited it a little bit by pressing. And then once I saw the bubble, I just took off.
How much did you guys feed off of, Jerry Kill coming back and being at the team dinner last night and everything?
Oh, it was great, man. It was great seeing him. What I enjoyed most is his beard challenging minds. Him with the scruff. I've been wanting one of the coaches to grow out their beards for the longest, and to see him with the scruff was great. And just being able to bond with him and have him walk us out on the field was amazing.
What are your emotions like at this minute, with the season over, most likely?
I'm kind of still grabbing it, but I got all my tears out. I got all that out and stuff. Now it's time to look at the positives and look forward to the banquet tomorrow, because I know that's always exciting. That's always a nice team thing to do. But right now I'm just kind of in awe, just trying to figure out what's next.
Your class helped take this team to 8 wins 2 years in a row. What do you think the legacy is of this season?
Oh, I have no doubt that we'll just pick it right back up. I think the season didn't go the way, well, I know the season didn't go the way we planned it to go, but I think we planted some good seeds and some young guys, and a lot of young guys got to step up. You see Keontae Hart, he's coming into his own, and I think we got some redshirt freshmen that are really, really starting to look good. One that stands out in particular to me is Adam. Adam, the wide receiver, I go against him every day, and he challenges me every single day, so I'm really looking forward to him playing next year.
Can these guys count on hearing from you next year?
Oh, no doubt. I'm going to be around. That's what I told all my teammates. Just because this is my last go-around, I'm going to be around for a long time. I'm going to make sure I'm watching a Gopher game every single week. And if I got some time, then being here.
What'd you get out of your time here?
I got some great coaching, and I got some great brothers and teammates. I think the relationships that I've made on the field and off the field with some of my classmates is great, and I think those relationships will carry on forever.
How do you view the outside chance of a bowl game at a record of 5-7?
We can go to a bowl game with 5-7. I thought you had to have 6 wins. I didn't know. If it's possible, then great. I get to wear the maroon and gold again. But right now, I didn't know anything about it, so we'll just have to see.
Over your time here, what have you seen? How have you seen the progression of this program change and evolve and all that?
Well, I think guys really persevered. People, when we were losing before I got here and during that first season, you can just see the guys that just wasn't okay with being okay. The standard was to be great every single play, every single down, every single drive. And from here on out, you see guys get upset when they're not great. And I think that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest change that we've had. That's why you got so many upset seniors with this record that we have, this 5-7 record. We just demand greatness, and we didn't achieve that, but we just try to strive and get it.
Were there any special moments after the game with Tone or Eric or Salvel?
No, Saville, he's a really hard coach. So to see him emotional is always great, and that's just about it. He stands out to me because at that moment you really see how much that man cares about us, about the team, about everything. So that was great.